Yo, what's up guys? So as you saw from my introduction here to this video, that was a clip of Mr. Rime closing all 3 Pokemon remaining on this dude's team. So that's the kind of stuff that we're going to be looking at in today's video. And I love using Mr. Rime. I'm like super hyped to share this video. If you have followed me and my channel since the beginning, then it won't surprise you that I chose to run Mr. Rime in the Retro Cup. So right now we are in the Interlude season, and it's Retro Cup, I just said, Retro Cup part of Interlude season. And so, like I said, if you follow me from the beginning, you know I love to run Spice from time to time. It's not just like the Legend Plays stuff with me. If you followed me recently, I've been doing the Legend Plays series about skills you can use to achieve your goals. Like for me, it was to hit Legend twice. Then I ended up going on and was on the leaderboard last season. I like to put the same skills in play with Spice. And one of my go-to characters in the game is the Sp-Icy Mr. Rime with his Icy Wind. So let me go ahead and jump into these battles. These are super hype. If you believe Mr. Rime is just a dancing fool and has no play, well, let me prove you wrong. So in the past, I have run Mr. Rime with like a Nidoqueen and Scrafty in Open Great League. Scrafty was not allowed in this cup, so I did pair Mr. Rime with Nidoqueen again. I have a shiny shadow Nidoqueen, pretty hyped about that too, and Greedent. So let's hop into match 1. Here we go. We have Nidoqueen into Lurantis. Great lead. Lurantis runs. Excuse me, we have Gengar. I could have gone in Mr. Rime, but I know I have to spin some shields if I do that. So I decided to go into Greedent, because now I can threaten. Ooh, that Sludge Bomb does a lot. Now I can threaten with Crunch. And we might have a little bit of a shield war in order to try to fight for alignment here. So they do shield the first one. They got a defense drop. I go for the second Crunch. Let's see if they shield this one. They do get the defense drop. Oh, they let it go. Definitely super effective. And they had the defense drop. So that Crunch was going to KO. And then the Lurantis comes back in. CMP, that thing is so fast. CMP's a Leaf Blade onto the Body Slam with Greedent, and I decided to no shield because I can come in with Nidoqueen. And let's see if they shield this first Poison Fang. Are they gonna make me? Oh, they no shield, and then they dip out with energy. And now here comes Haunter. Oh my god, look at these, just chunking, just these confusions, just absolutely chunking. And they top left. They didn't even get to a move or decided not to throw it. Alright, match 2. We have Nidoqueen into Trevenant, and Trev says, I'm out of here. And I wasn't really sure who, my whole team can deal with ghosts in certain ways, but I wasn't sure which one I wanted to deal with Frostlass. So I decided I'm just going to sacrifice my Nidoqueen, and I'm going to see if I can still pull out a win. So I go into Mr. Rime. This is a poisoned Frostlass, and look at these confusions just chunking. Now if this is a Shadow Ball, I'm going to go ahead and want to spin 1 shield. They do throw the Shadow Ball, and then 1 more confusion takes Frostlass out. I assume they come back in Trevenant, and that's where I think I want an Icy Wind, right? So very, very hard to tell if they got a Shadow Claw through, especially with this sped up just a little bit. Oh, they let the Icy Wind through. Now their Shadow Claws do a bit less. I go for the catch. I assumed they were going to try to go for a Seed Bomb, so I went for the catch with Greedent, and they did not throw. And they dipped out with their energy. And so we've got Greedent and their Walrein battling it out here. And at some point, we've got to decide who's going to spin these shields. I've got 1 left, because I spent 1 in the Mr. Rime Frostlass interaction. And I'm just spamming I mean, Greedent is so spammy in this cup. Bulky and spammy. If there's anything in this cup that's maybe just as bulky but spammier than Walrein, it's probably Greedent. They both get to their moves super quick, and they both threaten each other. Alright, so we see that Icicle Spear come through, does not KO, able to get another Body Slam going at them. We got both shields. I did not spin the shield on the Greedent, and I got both the shields from the Walrus. Okay, now Mr. Rime is going to spin this shield. It's just the Icicle. Oh, I am able to deny, and I throw the Icy Wind directly at the Trevenant. There it goes, just whoosh, all this energy with it, and Walrein had to basically get to an Earthquake there. It was energy dry. It was not going to make it. Even an Icicle Spear wouldn't have KO'd Mr. Rime at that range. And that's the end of that match. Alright, match 3, we got the new Orangutan Pokemon. I don't even have a good one of these yet. But this thing is awful for Nidoqueen. It's got its own access to confusion. If I may say so, honestly, the Orangutan is even better than Mr. Rime. It has access to Foul Play, and it's also got the Hybridity typing, so that it's not as weak to Shadow Claws, because it's partly normal. So this was my first time having to battle the Oranguru with this Mr. Rime team, and they did a dirty swap. Oh, so I went to go for the Crunch with the Greedent, and they swapped into another Pokemon, their own Greedent. Ooh, I did get the defense drop, so if I can spam, it looks like, oh, I just missed out on the deny. They did get a Bullet Seed through, so this is going to hit pretty hard, but this is going to come down to also, ooh, I get my own Bullet Seed through. If this Body Slam from them does not KO, and I get to one, it's going to pressure them to shield. I'm at my Body Slam. Alright, let's see. Hit all the bubbles. Let's go, Greedent. Really enjoyed Greedent in the Holiday Cup too. Alright, let's see. It does go through, it does KO, but now the Orangutan gets farm by taking out the Greedent, and now I send Mr. Rime into Oranguru. It does have access to Foul Play, but will it KO? It's non-stab. Let's check it out. Let's see. Oh, Mr. Rime still standing, goes for the Icy Wind, and they take it onto their Deoxys. Alright, that's not too bad for us. Alright, Icy Wind to Deoxys, that means that even one Psycho Boost won't kill Nidoqueen now, because it's already debuffed. The Deoxys has its attack already debuffed. So let's take a look. I do elect to, I'm not ready to part with the Nidoqueen. It does have a lot of play still. So they just debuff their attack one more time with that Psycho Boost, and here comes another boost. Let's see how much it does. Gets me down to about a little bit beneath half a Nidoqueen left. And I'm going to spam these Poison Fangs like crazy now. Even one more boost would get me really low, but I don't want to take another one. Alright, let's go. Alright, now we're just spamming the Fangs at the Oranguru. No shields that one. Now they need to shield this one to survive. Can this team beat the Oranguru? The new meta. I do one more and then I'm going to swap. Oh, I don't know if we caught the move on Mr. Rime or if we just pressured them. But Mr. Rime takes the Foul Play. Nidoqueen comes back in. Barely any health on Nidoqueen. But Oranguru is so poisoned that one more jab takes it out. Alright, next match we've got the Trotagon. So I'm going to at least do one over the Poison Fang and then lock in and CMP on their fourth Dragon Fast move. And we do CMP. There we go. I think they're going to need 3 more Dragon Tails. Oh, they let it through. Okay, they come in with the Marowak. And then I have to decide what I'm going to do. Oh my god, let's see if I caught the Shadow Bone on the Greedent. No way, dude! No way! caught the ghost move on the Greedent, and then let's see. I bet they're gonna do a lot of fire spins, and I'm betting because they let that move through. They let Crunch through. So let's see. Do they have a fire nuke? So they CMP with me on this body slam. If he's got a fire blast, he's got fire blast. I said I'm just gonna let the man have it. That is a spicy move. All right. So then I go in with Nidoqueen, and I immediately Fang. I want Marowak out of this picture now. Don't want Mr. Rime to see. Oh, they dip out. Oh, they dip out with the Marowak, and Haunter is now a target of these confusions. I have to spin my last shield. So they dipped out with the Marowak, they sniped my Nidoqueen, and now I gotta spin my last shield. Folks, they have 2 shields, they have a Marowak left, they have Druddigon left. Druddigon doesn't even get to a move! Marowak can't even deliver 2 fast moves. His whole team just closed by a Mr. Rime. Alright, next match. We have Vigoroth, and I could have stayed in with Nidoqueen. I had an energy lead, and for whatever reason I decide, you know what, Mr. Rime has had huge play. Let's see if I can just have his other partners in crime try to seal the deal in this match. So notice Mr. Rime did live the Seed Bomb there and the Shadow Claws, enough to get the Icy Wind off, and now we have shield advantage. So Mr. Rime's still playing a key role against like a really top meta ghost, Trevenant. Okay, I'm still going to shield because they do go for the Shadow Ball, but I'm going to get Nidoqueen to come back in, farm down, and leave with tons of poison energy. Let's go, dude. Oh, they come in with Frostlass. I immediately go for the Earth Power since I have the energy loaded, and I'm like, are you going to shield? They don't shield! Oh my god, that may have helped me seal this match. I'm going to go for one more Fang, and then I've got to decide who is going to be my closer here. They shield the Fang. I have 1 shield left in play. I think I can close this game potentially with Nidoqueen. They come in with the Vigoroth. And I poison it, and then I swap to Greedent. And look how much this body slam is going to do. Let's go, Greedent. You got this. Bang! 1 body slam almost KOs. Holy moly. They really need a really powerful body. Oh, that's not powerful enough. They really need a second body slam, and we get the lag. And I've lost track of their energy during the lag. I don't know if I lagged more than they did and they got more moves, but then they get to a second body slam. Nidoqueen comes in, takes them both out. Holy moly. Alright, we got match 6 into a Machamp. Let's go, Nidoqueen, you got this. Oh, they go into Frostlass. Mr. Rime, it's your time to shine, buddy. Just shield and farm down. We sneak the whole confusion through. Let's go, dude. They go for the Avalanche. Makes sense. They're going to go for energy efficiency right now. They know I'm going to probably shield. So I just shield and basically farm down. So here they go with the second move. I'm going to shield this one, and we just basically confusion down their ghost. They do have 2 shields, but Mr. Rime is loaded. Alright, they come back in with Talonflame, and I Icy Wind it twice with Mr. Rime. They probably have 1 Incinerate through. They're going to go for their second Incinerate. They're going to go for a third Incinerate. Go for a fourth Incinerate. They're getting really greedy. I go for another Icy Wind. They think because Mr. Rime is ice, they're just going to farm down. But these Icy Winds are lowering his attack, and these confusions are chunking, man. We have a 1 HP Talonflame. It's full of energy. And he concedes the match. He's like, oh my god, you took me so low. I respect the spice. Alright, we got Nidoqueen. This is the last match. We got Nidoqueen into Defense Deoxys. They're probably going to boost pretty early. They do. If I could get to the Earth Power before they boosted, that would have been ideal. But here we go, spending one shield already. And I'm going to go straight for Earth Power because we're either going to take out like 75% of their HP. Boom! We get them down to a third, and they got a defense drop from the Earth Power. They dip out with energy and they catch the Body Slam on Surfetched. It's going to do like 45%, bro! Whoa! There's only a little bit of like Surfetched left, and it just started doing his moves. Like half the Sur is left. Sur left. Alright, let's go. Now they spend a shield. He's getting so greedy. He didn't use any moves. He commits to the counter down. He's gonna 2-shield the Sur left. Sorry, the Surfetched. Little joke there. So that thing is loaded on energy, and I've got to decide who's going to come in and take this. And I'm trying to tap like a madman. I got a confusion through, but if he dips out and transfers this, oh, comes back in with Deoxys. So the one confusion did resolve and go through, but it needed one more to KO. So he comes back in, gets the Rock Slide off, and does huge damage to Mr. Rime. But Mr. Rime still like a third of his HP left, still around. Surfetch comes back in. It's gonna Leaf Blade Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen is like, I'm still standing and I have energy. They come in with their fighter, and if that fighter can counter down, they can Nice Slash Mr. Rime, but they're not even gonna make it past Nidoqueen and this Shadow Earth Power. Boom! That is a good game, trainer. Whew. What an awesome crew together. We got the Nidoqueen lead, we got Mr. Rime, and we got the Greedent as a swap as well. Pretty much any of these could function as a swap or a closer. Mr. Rime really able to show off against the Poison Ghost. Yes, against Ghost to the extent that you can protect it from the Ghost moves, but really shining big time against these Poison Ghosts like the Gengar family, the Haunter. Really able to chunk even more at the Haunter. You would think Haunter would be bulkier than Gengar in the Great League because the Haunter is going to be of a higher level than the Gengar is. But whoa, Mr. Rime's confusions chunked even harder at the Haunter than it did at the Gengar. Totally insane damage. This is why I love using Mr. Rime. Excellent counter against most of the poisons, with the exception of the dark poison hybrids. But guess what? This Retro Cup does not allow dark. So we don't have the dark, we don't have steel, we don't have fairy. So dark and steel enemies to Mr. Rime because they hurt him so much. And Mr. Rime was able to shine in this cup because of those exclusions. And Mr. Rime was able to pull through, often doing some pretty heavy damage to top meta Pokemon like Trevenant, able to survive some big hits from like Oranguru and from Defense Deoxys. So definitely happy that I tried to run Mr. Rime in this cup. Totally happy with the team composition I picked to run him with. I could have tried to follow suit. Maybe I'll do another video. I'm not sure yet. We still have several days left of this cup. But maybe I'll do another video where I model this team after my original Mr. Rime team, again, that had a Scrafty in it. Then in Great League Remix, Scrafty was banned that time, but Obstagoon wasn't. And so Obstagoon was that fighter role, so to speak, or at least that dark role with the fighting moves. I can't use a dark type Pokemon, so I can't put Goon or Scrafty in play. But what I could do is try running this team with some sort of fighting Pokemon or a Pokemon with fighting moves as a substitute in place for Greedent. So I could try that out. Maybe something like a Surfetched or a Primeape, because Deoxys, it just has some limited power against some of these ghosts in terms of the damage it can do. It is very, very tanky against pretty much everything else except for the dark moves. But the self debuff of the Psycho Boost does limit what Deoxys can do. So if you wanted to try to run this team with a fighter for this cup instead of Greedent, you could probably try something with access to a dark move like Night Slash. So that'd be like Surfetched or Primate. Surfetched maybe has a higher attack stat and hits a bit harder. Primate may have a little bit higher defense, so you want to be careful about who you want to reserve shields for, and that's ultimately why I ended up going with Greedent on this team, because it was spammy and bulky, and it could still threaten the ghosts. You saw I was able to like catch the Shadow Bone from the Marowak on the Greedent, and then not have to shield, and that's why I liked Greedent and why Greedent had a role on this team. So y'all, with that said, I know this is a little bit different from the Legend Plays series I've been doing lately, but look for more videos like this from me in the future, and I'll have it labeled Spicy Plays. And this is also part of the fun of the game. You know, you can run meta Pokemon from like PvPoke, you know, like top whatever number you want to pick. But outside of the top whatever number, there's some spice picks that can do a lot of cool stuff and can also be a lot of fun. And so they're even more fun when you pick up new skills and you're able to win with spice by using these skills. And that's what I try to do in these matches in this video with Mr. Rime, and I was able to show that he can shine. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and let me know if anybody runs Mr. Rime, or if you see Mr. Rime out there. I want to know too. I've had people come up and say, Jamie, I saw Mr. Rime in this and that cup. Did you make a video? Guess what? I made a video, at least for Retro Cup. Alright guys, with that said, peace out. Until next time.